baby.
Woo!
What's up, guys? It's a Sunday morning. Believe it or not, we're both pre-hungover.
A little sleepy.
A little sleepy.
A little flipper this morning. That's okay. We're here. We're going to muster it together.
We are. Matt, what were you doing yesterday? You had a kind of a fun day, didn't you?
Yeah, fun Saturday. Was ice fishing, which mostly meant drinking outside all day.
On the ice?
On the ice, yeah.
Okay, remember that because that's going to come full circle in my dog of the week.
Oh, it totally is,
Yeah.
Except it's not as drinking involved.
No, it is not.
No. But yeah, yesterday was it was a long day, but it was a good day. A lot of friends. A lot of beverages.
Good.
Yeah.
And you caught a fish.
And well, not me personally, but I watched the fish get caught. Yeah, northern pike.
Did you eat it?
No, I don't eat.
Well, did anybody eat it? Like, did anybody keep it?
No.
Oh, you let it go.
Back. Yeah, I let it
okay,
go.
Cool.
Yeah.
Catch and release.
Catch and release. How was your day yesterday?
It was fine. It was good. Yeah, I actually saw our future guest.
Oh, nice. We're gonna keep teasing that.
Yeah, and she said she's ready. She's ready.
Nice. Okay. Cool.
She's a busy lady though.
We'll get her on the books.
Yeah.
Well, I'm excited for this week's episode. It seems like it's gonna be a lot of me talking.
Yeah.
Which is fine.
And yeah, it's just like a little outside my realm. And I told Matt,
okay.
I should tell you guys. I told him I'm just not comfortable.
Yeah. It's not comfortable.
But hey, we do have some corrections to.
Yeah.
What did we talk about last week? Oh yeah, the 1920s.
The Splendid Splinter.
Yeah, the World War II baseball players, and we do have a couple things.
Yeah, a couple of my bads.
Well,
for me, I said Walt Disney was cryogenically preserved.
And apparently that's a myth.
That's a myth.
That's not your fault.
No, I had heard that though. So someone lied to me.
Yeah.
It's my bad.
And so this one I knew that you were doing this.
How many times did I say it?
Like quite a few.
I don't even remember saying it.
Yeah, quite a few times. But Matt was saying Marine Corps.
My bad.
And not Marine Corps.
It's Marine Corps. Yeah. Yep. It's on me.
And I thought that maybe like the listeners wouldn't be able to hear it.
What do you mean? Yeah, obviously they can hear it. I just, to be honest, I didn't know that's how it was said.
That's okay.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. My bad.
And the next one, Splendid Splinter backstory. Yeah. So I actually didn't even.
You didn't even figure it out.
I didn't look. Well, I did, but then okay, here.
Yeah.
He was often referred to as the Splendid Splinter for his hitting ability and his slender build.
Interesting.
So it has nothing to do with splinters.
Splinters, huh? Okay.
Yeah, and then the other one is regarding my sailing career, and I totally thought we got 10th at nationals.
Huh.
We got 14th.
Not bad.
14 in the nation. We'll take it.
Yeah, frick yeah, you'll take it.
Yeah,
good job.
Yeah. So but I'm jazzed about today's topic.
It's gonna be interesting. And we're bringing back a fun. What do we call it? We'll call it a series.
A fun series. The 7 Dogs of Separation.
Got a lot of good feedback last time. So
yeah, we did. And
bringing it back.
We should say that we know it's not 7 degrees of separation. It's 6. But I like 7. I think it sounds better.
And it's our thing now.
Yeah, and so it's our thing.
7 Dogs of Separation.
Trademark that. 7 Dogs of Separation. So this is where we talk about 2 totally different players and try to find similarities between them.
Right. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, and that's what we're doing today. Do you want to tee us up for who we're talking about?
Oh, I will tee us up, Matt. So we're talking about 2 college football legends, both Heisman Trophy winners, 2 not quite as memorable NFL quarterbacks, though. They're 2 very different guys with some interesting and eerily similar characteristics.
Spooky. We
are talking about none other than Tim Tebow and
Johnny Manziel. Nice.
Yeah, I guess I knew.
You've heard of these guys?
I've heard of these guys.
Yeah,
I've heard about them just being interesting men in their own right.
Yeah, for sure.
Should we talk about Timmy first?
Yeah, let's talk about Timmy. Let's you paint me the early life picture of Tim Tebow.
So let's take it back to 1985. That's when Tim's family moved to the Philippines, where they served as Baptist missionaries and built a ministry. During their stay, Pamela, who's Pamela? His mom?
Yes, his mom.
Okay, his mom contracted amoebic dysentery and fell into a coma.
Yeah.
While recovering, she discovered that she was pregnant. The medications used to treat Pamela caused a severe placental abruption. Doctors expected a stillbirth and recommended an abortion, which was illegal in the Philippines, even in severe cases. Sorry, this is not
we're
funny.
Starting off with a bang here.
The Tebows decided against it. On August 14th, 1987, Pamela gave birth to none other than Tim Tebow. When he was 3 years old, his family moved from the Philippines to none other than Jacksonville, Florida.
You're a big none other than girl today. I think the third time you said that.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Whoa. So Timmy, he was the youngest of 5. They were all homeschooled and they were Christian.
Yeah.
Yep. Let's move forward a little bit to high school. He never enrolled at...
Oh, so there were 2 schools that he played football for in high school. But he never enrolled.
But he could play for them.
Yeah, he was homeschooled.
Okay.
Yep.
So he didn't enroll in the high schools, but his parents chose to homeschool him. Didn't enroll, but in Florida they allowed him to homeschool. Sorry. Florida law allows homeschooled students to participate on the team.
Yeah.
In the school district in which they live.
Yeah.
So that's how he got into the game.
That's how he got to play. That's how he got to play even though he was homeschooled. I just thought that was
that is interesting.
Super interesting.
I've never thought of that.
Yeah. I think the point I want to get across with Tim Tebow, and I'll take the sticks on Tim Tebow here for college and beyond. I feel like he's heavily religious. I know. And this is so intertwined with his career, just who he is as a person. And that's kind of that's his thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why I know him.
Yes. So here we go. Tim Tebow was heavily recruited by a bunch of different college programs, almost accepted a scholarship offer from Mike Shula, who was the then coach at Alabama. But instead, he went to University of Florida. Go Gators. Played for Urban Meyer, who... Do you recognize that name, Katie? Urban
not
Meyer?
Really.
Okay, yeah. Pretty famous coach, but... whatever. Okay. He was a key backup in 2006 for Florida's national championship team. And then he won that starting quarterback job and then ended up winning a Heisman Trophy, which is basically the best college player, almost like an MVP. In 2007, he also led the Gators to another BCS championship game in 2008, quarterbacked them to a 13-1 season. In 2009, he was the team captain in 08-09. He is the only 3-time recipient of Florida's Most Valuable Player Award. Yep, chosen by his teammates.
Is the Heisman Trophy for quarterbacks only?
No,
really?
Can be anybody. Yeah, I mean it's usually given to a quarterback because I mean obviously just in that position you're kind of allowed to have the most impact on the game. You know what I mean? But they've gone to running backs. I think there's even been a defensive player or two who has won.
Okay.
Maybe even a receiver, but definitely very consistently given to a quarterback.
Oh, okay. Continue.
So we're going to dive in a little bit deeper on some of those college years. I just gave you the high level overview, but at that freshman year, right, in 2006, he kind of played a little bit is what I was reading into. Not a ton, but he threw a touchdown and rushed for a touchdown in their national championship game. So although he was not the starter, he was impacting the game big time right from the gate as a freshman, okay? So that's 06. Now we're going to jump into 07. He broke a bunch of records as their starter. Like I said, he was named the Heisman. He was the first sophomore ever to win the Heisman Trophy.
Wow.
Yeah, I like couldn't believe it. So I actually want to like double check on this, but read it in a couple places, so I'm assuming that's right. But that just seems surprising to me. But he finished the regular season as the only player in FBS history to rush and pass for at least 20 touchdowns in both categories in the same season. So what kind of amazed me on reading up on Tim Tebow is the guy could freaking run. Like, I don't know if he's insanely fast, but he's very built. So like he scored a bunch of rushing touchdowns. So that season he had 32 passing touchdowns, 23 rushing touchdowns. And he became the third Florida player ever to win the Heisman Trophy, joining Steve Spurrier and Danny, I think it's Warfel. Yeah, so pretty cool. So now we're going on to 2008. On September 27, 2008, in the fourth week of the season, the undefeated number 4 ranked Gators lost to unranked Ole Miss at home, despite being 22-point favorites. Just thought this was kind of a cool story here, and something I do remember. After the game, Tebow delivered a speech to the media, later known as The Promise, and later regarded as one of the most iconic speeches in college football history. In this speech, Tebow apologized for the loss, promised he and the team would do better, and he would be good on that promise, as the Gators would not lose another game for the rest of that season.
Wow.
Yeah, pretty electric.
What?
Yeah. Yeah, the promise, baby. So, yeah. So later on in that season, on November 1st, playing against Georgia, Tebow ran for his 37th rushing touchdown, breaking the school record previously held by former Florida running back Emmitt Smith. Tebow helped the Gators to a 12-1 record in 2008, and after clinching the SEC East title, the team played and won the SEC title in the 2008 SEC championship game. How many times can I say SEC? Against Alabama. And they secured the number 2 spot ranking in the final BCS standings, which earned the Gators the chance to play the number 1 ranked Oklahoma in the 2009 BCS national championship game, which they won 24-14. And he led the SEC, another SEC, take a shot, in passing completion percentage and passing touchdowns. And he came in 3rd place for the Heisman that season.
Oh, I didn't know they were like rankings.
I mean, it's like a voting. Yeah, it's a voting.
Okay.
Yep. Okay, so here we go in 2009. So this is his final college season. How do you say this word? Penultimate? I've never heard that. Does that mean last?
I guess.
Okay. Maybe look into that while I keep going here. His penultimate collegiate game, 2009 SEC championship.
Last but one in a series of things.
Okay.
Oh, wait. Last but one. It's the second to last.
Oh.
The second to last.
Interesting. Okay. Well, maybe they should have just wrote second to last. So anyways, that 2009 SEC championship saw him once again facing the University of Alabama. Tebow threw for 245 yards, a touchdown, led the team with 63 yards of rushing, but the Gators did fall 32-13, lost their chance to play for a second consecutive national title. Florida beat Cincinnati 51-24 in the 2010 Sugar Bowl in January, and that was Tebow's last college game. He completed 31 of 35 passes for 482 yards, 3 touchdowns, and he accounted for 4 of their total touchdowns and 533 yards of total offense, which set a record for a bowl championship series game, which is nuts. I mean, that's a game out of a video game right there.
Wow.
Stats-wise. Graduated from University of Florida in December of 2009. And yeah, I guess in summary for college, college legend. One of the best.
It seems like it. It seems like the guy.
Yeah.
One of
the best college quarterbacks of all time, for sure. Little interesting tidbit too. They call it the Tebow rule.
Okay.
He was wearing like biblical verses on his eye black, so he'd write the, name and number on his eye black, and then it was banned after that.
Like
so it's called the Tebow rule. Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, it's just kind of interesting, but there's a lot of pictures of him online with the biblical verses. So,
okay.
You ready to go to the NFL?
Let's go to the NFL.
So me and Tim Tebow got drafted. Nah, just Tim Tebow. Everyone thought that he would get drafted a little later in the third round by his hometown team, the Jaguars. Because if you remember, he's from Jacksonville.
Yeah.
But he was actually taken in the first round. Pick number
Wow.
25 by the Denver Broncos.
First round.
Yeah. And so what is interesting to me, like, and I feel like I've seen this in different sports too, right? Like there's these really, really good college players that they like kind of know aren't like gonna potentially translate to the pros.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, Tim Tebow's not the first person like this, where it's like, I just read all those stats to you. You'd think he'd be the first.
Yeah,
pick, you
right.
know? But it seemed like everything that I was reading, a lot of people were like kind of confident that it wasn't going to translate.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I wonder what they're looking at now they know that.
It was like the throwing motion and some other things.
What?
So, yeah. Yeah. So, anyways, into the NFL now. Okay. So he set an NFL draft record for jersey sales and continued to have the top selling jersey through the 2010 season, which is kind of funny because he like didn't play a ton. He started 3 games, played in 9 total. Really nothing crazy from those games. 5 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. Rushed for 6 touchdowns, though. So once again, he's still running for a lot of touchdowns and yards. But I was kind of looking into his stats that he was not super accurate. Okay. So 2010 is kind of, it's kind of his like, that's the NFL season that everyone remembers. Did I just say 2010? I meant to say 2011. Did I say 2011?
Yeah, you did say 2010.
Okay, 2011 is like the season I think that people will remember from his NFL time. So he started as a backup to Kyle Orton. You remember Kyle Orton?
I remember the name.
Yeah, he was a Bears quarterback.
Oh,
Yeah.
Kyle,
yeah. So, LOL. But then he started 11 games in that season. There was a lot of ups and downs, but the team went 7-4 throughout his time there. So,
okay.
Couple highlights that I definitely want to mention from that year. So, there was a game on November 6th where Tebow rushed for 118 yards. And he also passed for 124 yards and threw 2 touchdowns. He won the game 38-24. Road victory against the Oakland Raiders. Go Raiders, Raider Nation. So he was second only to Norris Weiss in Broncos history for rushing by a quarterback. So already kind of breaking some records.
Is rushing when he's running the ball?
Nice, dude. Yeah.
Thanks.
Nailed it.
Okay,
Nailed
cool.
it. Yeah. Good call out for sure. Rushing is when people run the ball.
Thank you.
And sports, yeah, and football. The Broncos followed with another road win over the Chiefs. Tebow completed 2 passes on 8 attempts for 69 yards and a touchdown. So I just thought that was super interesting. I don't know if it was super snowy that game or what. We only threw the ball 8 times in the whole game.
What?
Yeah.
Wait, what does that mean? Like he was running it?
I think they were mostly running it that game, which is crazy.
Huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
But his second completion was a 56-yard touchdown pass in the fourth quarter to wide receiver Eric Decker, which sealed the game for Denver.
Wasn't there an Eric Decker in our high school?
I don't know.
Okay.
Sam Decker was a basketball player for the Wisconsin Badgers.
No.
I don't know.
Okay.
Look into that. Why don't you Google that?
This poor man is going to be like, why?
Yeah. Let's pull out the yearbooks.
Yeah, okay.
See.
I'll be right back.
Okay, yeah. See you in an hour. So after that, 4 days later after that game, Tebow went through 9 for 20 with 104 yards in a Thursday night football home game against the New York Jets. He led a 95-yard game-winning touchdown drive with less than 6 minutes to play, capped by a 20-yard touchdown run on 3rd and 4 with less than 1 minute remaining. So guided the Broncos to another comeback victory the next week as well. A 16-13 overtime win over the San Diego Chargers, where he ran the ball 22 times for 67 yards. In the 10th start of his NFL career, Tebow led the Broncos to their 3rd consecutive come-from-behind win against the Minnesota Vikings, 35-32, followed by another 4th comeback win. This time, 13-10 in overtime at home over the Chicago Bears. After being shut out for almost 58 minutes in the game. So, wanted to highlight those couple things because
what is being shut out? Oh, like he didn't.
They hadn't scored yet.
Oh, okay.
But I wanted to highlight those handful of games because, like I do kind of remember this, back then being this kind of like Tebow magic. Like it wasn't super pretty, but
it's kind of scrappy.
Comeback wins. It's like it kind of reminds me of the Bears from this last season.
Mm-hmm.
Just a bunch of comeback wins where you don't think it's possible, and then Tebow frickin' miracle. So and a cool thing too, and I definitely remember this. They won a playoff game. So Tim Tebow's Broncos won a playoff game against the Steelers, and then lost in that next round. But so here's what the media noted: Tebow's passing yards, and this is so interesting.
Oh my gosh!
So Tebow's passing yards was 316. His yards per completion was 31.6. Evoked the Bible's John 3:16. The Nielsen ratings for that game peaked at 31.6. John 3:16 was the top search item on Google the next morning, followed by Tebow and Tim Tebow.
Wait, so what is 3? I don't even.
I don't know what that. Maybe.
All I know is that song. It's like
John
Cougar, John Deere, John 3:16.
Yeah, maybe look it up.
Okay, John 3:16 is a widely recognized Bible verse summarizing the Christian gospel of salvation. It represents God's love through the gift of His Son, offering eternal life to believers.
Nice.
Okay, so yeah, I was gonna say like maybe the Lord was helping him.
Yeah, I mean, I think he might argue that.
I think
for sure.
Yeah,
and others might too.
Mm-hmm.
So just kind of an interesting thing. Some might see it as a coincidence. Some might not. That next week though, so after that playoff win, Tebow completed just 9 of 26 passes, took 5 sacks, and got pretty much their butt whooped against the Patriots, 45-10. So he finished that season with the lowest passing completion rating in the NFL.
Oh no!
Reaching just 50%. In just 4 of his 14 games, led to many questions and his potential as a quarterback at the professional level. So, and he had a bunch of fumbles apparently. So there was a lot of uncertainty. And the Broncos made the decision to trade Tim Tebow to the New York Jets. And the Broncos signed Peyton Manning, which I don't know if you remember this, but the Broncos ended up winning a Super Bowl shortly after with Peyton Manning. So,
oh dang,
looked like probably the right move. And here's where things kind of go south in terms of his just NFL career, right? So, buckle up because we're going to hop around a little bit here.
Okay.
He played for the Jets in 2012, played in 12 games, only started 2 of those. He went 6 for 8. So he only threw the ball 8 times. Didn't throw any touchdowns, didn't throw any interceptions, only 39 yards. And the 2 games that he started, I looked into because I was like, only freaking 8 passes. How did he start 2 games? He played tight end and fullback in those starts. So,
what?
And I do kind of remember this, the Jets were like, we're going to use him in a lot of different ways, but it's not really going to be quarterback.
And tight end, you're like catching, you're like running and catching.
Yeah.
What's a fullback?
Fullback is like a running back, but they kind of just block.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
So kind of just like, what do you call it?
Jack of all trades?
Yeah, that's not exactly what I'm looking for. I'm not giving you a lot though. Like a decoy almost, like he's out there so they think they're going to throw to him. When he's out there, he might pass it, I think they call it wildcat offense, where it's like, you never know. Yeah, it's kind of sad, but they use him some interesting ways. So then goes to the Patriots. He was signed and then cut at the end of preseason. He said after that, I will remain relentless in my pursuit of continuing my lifelong dream of being an NFL quarterback. And then he actually started broadcasting. He on the SEC network. But he continued to seek opportunities to resume his career as an NFL quarterback.
Okay, so after he was cut from the Patriots,
he did some broadcasting. But he still wanted to play. Until the Eagles signed him. He played preseason there, and then he was cut at the end of preseason as well. And then this is crazy. So kind of put a pin in that, and I'm going to circle back on something. Actually, put a pin in that.
Okay.
Eagles signed, cut. Kind of taps out on football. from 2016 to 2021, Tebow goes and plays baseball. Like for 5 or 6 seasons in the Mets organization.
What?
Yeah, he just said, yeah, I'm going to go play ball.
So in AAA.
So, well, mostly in like single A, double A. He did make it all the way to triple A.
Wow.
Which is kind of crazy. I think a lot of people thought it was kind of a gimmick, though. Like,
well, yeah,
he's bringing in people, because of his name.
Yeah.
But he hit some homers. Like, I watched a lot of videos. His stats were not the best. He had a very low batting average.
What are I can think of, like, didn't Michael Jordan play baseball?
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if there's any other football players who have played baseball.
I know there are. There's one guy who actually did it well. One guy was in the pros.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, come on. I can't remember his name. Like Barry Sanders or something. I don't know.
Okay.
But
Bo Jackson.
Bo Jackson. That's who I was trying to
Barry
think of.
Sanders.
That's a guy, too. That's a running back. Look at Barry Sanders.
Okay.
Okay. So, anyways, he goes and plays baseball for 5 years, right? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then he retires from baseball. And then in 2021, the Jaguars freaking signed him.
Bring him on?
Yeah. After 6 years out of football.
What?
Yeah. So Urban Meyer, remember that name? Was the coach of the Jaguars now. Not high school. College.
Okay.
But Urban Meyer was the coach for the Jacksonville Jaguars. And they were talking about him returning to the sport. So the Jaguars signed him as a tight end. So not as a quarterback.
Wow.
Yeah. Signed him to a 1-year contract for the veteran minimum of $920,000, none of which was guaranteed. And unfortunately, the Jaguars released Tebow on August 17th, 2021. He had not caught any passes or played on special teams during his limited playing time in preseason. But he gave it a shot.
He gave it a shot, indeed.
Yeah. So...
And so then he was out.
And then now he's done. He's doing, it seems like a lot of public speaking, some other things now, but it seems like he's done with football. He's done with baseball. I think that the summary of Tim Tebow, he's a great college quarterback. Didn't pan out in the NFL. Decent baseball player. Very religious, very outspoken. And a lot of people see him as an icon. Because he kind of used his platform in sports, tying his religion. Do you remember Tebowing?
I do. Yeah, that's kind of I know.
So if for those who don't know this, Tim Tebow kind of just like, I'd say went viral. Is the way to put it.
For sure. Say
for kind of kneeling in prayer before or after games. I think it was more so after games, but no, maybe it was before too. But there's a lot of pictures of him Tebowing. Where he's kind of down on one knee. You can look up the picture yourself, but just a funny quick story. We were so into this in middle school and like Tebowing, and there's a picture of us in our yearbook, like all the boys Tebowing, in our basketball gym. So, so that's Tim Tebow.
Was it controversial? Like, I thought there was talk about trying to get it banned, and
I don't know about
maybe I'm thinking about kneeling during the.
That is a totally different thing.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah, and that I don't know actually how all that ended up, but I don't see it very often anymore.
Yeah,
so it was probably either banned or like fined or something.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So, but slightly different thing. It's time to talk about Johnny Football, Katie.
Johnny Football.
What you got for us?
Johnny Manziel. So, totally different guy.
Yeah.
Totally different.
Not Tim Tebow.
He is not Tim Tebow, and that's why we wanted to find some eerily similar characteristics. And I think our listeners will see what we're talking about here.
Yeah.
So Johnny Manziel, he spent 3 years as a starter in high school. He completed 520 of 819 passes. That is 63.5% for 7,626 yards and 76 touchdowns. He rushed 531 times for 4,045 yards, and he had 77 touchdowns. Wait.
Yeah.
Caught 30 passes for 582 yards and another 5 touchdowns. What the F did I just say?
Yeah. So, I mean, he did a ton.
Okay.
He did a ton. He rushed, he passed, he caught. They
Okay.
used him all over
He
the
was
place.
catching things too?
Yeah, he was catching things.
Okay, wow. Good for him.
Yeah.
He was the only quarterback in America named as a parade All-American his senior year. He was also named the National High School Coaches Association Senior Athlete of the Year in football. He won the Mr. Texas Football Award in 2010. Is that where his little nickname comes from, Mr. Texas? Oh, wait.
Do they call him Mr. Texas?
I was thinking Johnny Football. I guess when you said Johnny Football, in my mind, I thought
You called him Mr.
Football.
Texas.
Or yeah, Mr. Texas.
Yeah, I don't think anyone calls him Mr. Texas, but maybe someone else.
Should.
Yeah, maybe they will now. Yeah. So yeah, he was a nut in high school.
Yeah, remarkable high school player, it seems.
Yeah, remarkable for sure.
Good. Okay.
So buckle up, listeners. Johnny Manziel was a heck of a college quarterback, but there are a lot of off the field controversies with Johnny Manziel.
That's
so
the only reason I know this man.
Want to say that out of the gate. So, I feel like just in summary, just get ready for a lot of it's a lot of
maybe
craziness.
We should have a trigger warning.
Yeah, trigger warning.
Trigger warning. If you're triggered by. We haven't done a trigger warning yet on the show.
First, clearly, we're out of practice. Yeah.
If you're triggered by conversations around domestic abuse,
drugs,
alcohol, turn off the show.
Yeah. Just tune back in like a half hour.
Yeah.
When we talk about the big dogs.
Yeah, so it's not funny.
No. It's just, okay, so what I think is super interesting about Tim Tebow, right, is it's football,
Lord.
Johnny Manziel, football,
devil.
That's not what I was going to say, but I was just going to say, controversy.
Okay, yeah.
Satan works too. Okay, so here we go. So in college, right? So he is at Texas A&M. He redshirted his freshman year in 2011, right? So didn't play, but he was there.
Does redshirting you're just there to hang out?
Yeah, you're on the team, but I don't think you're allowed to play.
Okay.
And a lot of people do that to develop, but still play and practice, but not play games. Mm-hmm. And then you get to play an extra year, technically.
Yeah.
So before we even step foot on the frickin' field, June 29th, 2012, Manziel was arrested and charged with 3 misdemeanors, disorderly conduct, failure to produce ID, and possession of a fake ID, essentially.
Okay.
Spent the night in jail. So this happened before he even gets cranking. So I just want to put that out there. There's a lot more where that came from. 2012. Basically, it seemed like the start of his career wasn't super notable, but he broke Archie Manning's 43-year-old total offense record, which started to gain him some attention. This was against Arkansas. He produced 557 yards of total offense, breaking Manning's record of 540. 2 games later, Manziel surpassed his own total offense record against the number 24 Louisiana Tech by achieving 576 yards of total offense, becoming the first player in the SEC. Take a shot.
SEC, baby, you and me.
Yeah, baby.
Is that the phrase?
It is now.
Okay.
So first player in SEC history to have 500 plus total offense games in one season, after Texas A&M's blowout of Auburn in the 8th game of the season, in which Manziel accounted for 3 passing and 2 rushing touchdowns through only the first half, plus 1 series in the second. Manziel began showing up in national Heisman watch lists. So Manziel's on the map now.
Wait, can I just ask a clarifying question? So
Absolutely.
he had 2 500 plus total offense games. Mm-hmm. Is the 500 referring to the yards that he threw?
Yep, or rushed. Total offense,
which is running.
So running, yeah, good, very good, Katie.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
He's on the map now. Let's just say that, okay? He was launched on the national scene after he led Texas A&M to a 29-24 victory over the number 1 Alabama in Tuscaloosa. In that game, Manziel accounted for 345 of Texas A&M's 418 yards of offense, including 2 passing touchdowns. In the following days, Manziel became the frontrunner for the Heisman Trophy in most national watch lists and polls due to his performance during the game, combined with other Heisman frontrunners kind of faltering. So we're on the map, ladies and gentlemen. During a game, he broke the single season passing record for offensive production in the SEC with 4,600 yards, passing Cam Newton and who, Katie? Tim Tebow.
What?
Yeah. So Manziel passed our boy Tebow, who both of those guys, so Cam Newton and Tim Tebow, notable recent Heisman Trophy winners, became the first freshman and only the 5th player in NCAA history to pass for 3,000 and rush for 1,000 yards in a season, reaching the mark 2 games earlier than any other player.
Wow.
He won SEC. Yeah, he's great. Won SEC Freshman of the Year, College Football Performance National Freshman of the Year Award. Manziel won the Davey O'Brien Award on December 6th and the Heisman Trophy on December 8th, making him the first freshman ever to win either award.
So apparently, okay, wait, is it true that game is when the name...
Johnny Football?
Yeah.
I don't know. You tell me.
I don't know. I'm getting some.
You're getting some?
I'm getting some energy sent to me.
Yeah?
Let me Google.
Okay.
When did
I can hear you typing, which is
get his name?
Johnny Football.
Johnny Manziel earned his nickname during his redshirt freshman season. Oh.
So it was before.
Okay, never mind. Oh, wait. Oh, but specifically gained national attention after his upset win against Alabama.
There we go. Johnny Football. Yeah, I mean, I remember this happening. I remember the upset. I remember kind of becoming obsessed with this guy.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, he was sick. He was electric
that was
on the football field.
2012, so you were in 8th grade.
Yeah, I think so. Or a freshman, something like that.
Okay.
2013. Here we go. During the 2013 offseason at Texas A&M, Manziel drew significant media attention over his behavior off the field. So here we go. Notable incidents including his early departure from the Manning Passing Academy after allegedly oversleeping, tweeting that he can't wait to leave College Station, which is Texas A&M, after receiving a parking ticket, LOL, and he got kicked out of a University of Texas frat party. An ESPN, the magazine article, revealed his parents' concerns about his dealings with his newfound stardom. In 2013, so in July, he pleaded guilty to failure to produce ID stemming from the June 2012 arrest, and the other 2 charges were dismissed. So just to circle back on that case. August 4th, ESPN reported that the NCAA was investigating whether Manziel accepted payments for autographs that he signed in January of 2013. The NCAA did not find any evidence that Manziel accepted money for the autographs, but reached an agreement with Texas A&M to suspend him for the first half of the season opener against Rice due to an inadvertent violation of the NCAA rules. So not a huge deal, but this is the reason why I'm bringing it up, because after he served that suspension in the first half, came off the bench in the second half, threw for 3 touchdowns, helped the Aggies win 52-31. And however, though, after his last touchdown pass, he was called for an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty for taunting Rice players, and he was subsequently benched by the head coach.
I wonder what he was doing.
I don't remember. But the action led to some pretty big backlash on the media and ESPN analysts calling his behavior egotistical. And some even calling him a detriment to his football team.
Wow, that is
kind of crazy.
Aggressive.
So he did ball out, though, that season, came in 5th in Heisman voting in 2013.
Okay.
All right. So college, we're done, believe it or not. Manziel said bye.
He had a lot of
electric freshman season, pretty good sophomore season, but we're starting to get some of that.
Getting a little crazy.
Egotistical, crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy guy, crazy.
Okay.
So 2014, Manziel announced that he would forego his junior season and enter the 2014 NFL draft, which not super uncommon, right? To not finish out your
seems
college
like
career.
He was just kind of done. And
Yeah,
like,
he was done. He's ready for the
Yeah.
NFL. He was projected to be a first-round pick even as late as January 15th, 2014. But his stock was reported to be rising by a consensus of experts who had pegged him as a potential top 5 pick.
That's surprising to me.
Why? Tell me.
Well, I don't know. He just like kind of ended his college career as like a little F-boy.
So here we go.
Okay.
You ready to hear more about that?
Yeah, I am.
Prior to the 2014 NFL draft, Manziel became one of the most polarizing athletes in pre-draft history, scouting opinions varying him from undraftable to a rare competitor.
That's what I'd call him.
Former NFL coach Barry Switzer took it to a personal level, criticizing Manziel, saying, "I don't like his antics. I think he's an arrogant little prick."
Wow.
I've said that, and I'll say it again.
Barry.
That's what Barry Switzer said.
Did he know him personally?
He must have, right? Well, maybe not. Maybe just from his antics.
Yeah. Okay.
On draft day, 21 teams, including the Cleveland Browns, passed over Manziel. While Manziel was waiting to get drafted, he texted then Browns quarterbacks coach Tebow that he wanted to, quote unquote, wreck the league in Cleveland. Logan's forwarded the text to head coach Mike, I don't know how to say it, Patine, I think, who made the decision to trade up to draft Manziel. The Browns drafted him 22nd overall pick. Manziel's 5'11 and 3/4, shortest quarterback drafted in the first round until Kyler Murray in 2019. So they were taking a chance. So in 2014, Manziel was fined $12,000 by the NFL for hand gesture. He was flipping the bird.
Oh.
In a preseason loss to the Washington then Redskins, fellow quarterback Brian Hoyer was named the starter over Manziel to start off the opening regular season game. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah, and so I just want to highlight too. Have you heard the Money Manziel sign?
No.
So this is me tying in I mean, they're very different, but like
the Tebowing,
yeah, and Money Manziel, like, holding up money. This is what like everyone would do this. All my friends would go like this. No one can see what I'm doing, but I'm like kind of like rubbing my fingers together like I got money.
It reminds me of like Italia.
Yeah,
like,
totally.
But more of a
say.
swishing, like a light snap.
Like a light snap, yeah. That was the Money Manziel sign that went viral. Overall, Manziel completed 18 of 35 passes for 176 yards, 2 interceptions, no touchdowns, rushed 9 times for 29 yards, and he rushed for a touchdown. Manziel's work ethic and commitment were questioned by over 20 sources within the Browns. An anonymous player even called Manziel's rookie season an 100% joke. Others within the organization were hopeful about Manziel's future, including cornerback Joe Hayden.
So he's polarizing even within his own team.
Yeah, it seemed like 20 different people weren't loving what he did his rookie season. I mean, he didn't really play a lot, but it seemed like he wasn't super committed.
Just like a little F-boy.
Yeah. So here we go, 2015. This is the second year, right, in the NFL. On September 13th, Manziel was brought into the game against the New York Jets after starting quarterback Josh McCown. Do you recognize that name?
Kind of.
Former Bear, too.
Oh, hi.
Yeah. I think he was a former Bear. Can you actually look that up?
Okay.
Josh McCown was injured in the first half. Manziel scored his first career passing touchdown with a 54-yard pass to wide receiver Travis Benjamin. However, Manziel committed 3 turnovers in the second half, 2 of them being fumbles, as the Jets won 31-10. Manziel started the Week 2 game against 2014 Heisman Trophy winner Marcus Mariota and the Tennessee Titans. He completed 8 of 15 passes for 172 yards, 2 touchdowns, both to that wide receiver Travis Benjamin, in a 28-14 win. So we got a dub.
I think one day we're going to have to do a deep dive into Josh McCown.
Okay.
Because it seems like he played for like all the teams in the NFL. He played with the Bears for a couple of years.
Okay, so that's right. Yeah, I thought so. Yeah, he's like a backup legend.
Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13 different teams.
Wow, I wonder if that's
a record.
I wonder. Look up what's the record for most teams an NFL player has played on. Here we go. Kate is typing.
has played for loading quarterback Josh Johnson.
Oh.
He played for 14 teams.
Okay, so McCown almost has the record, but
Yeah.
another Josh has the record.
Wow, huh, okay.
Yeah. So back to Josh McCown. Following his recovery, Manziel did not take the field again until McCown suffered a shoulder injury in the fourth quarter of the Week 7 game against the St. Louis Rams, who are now the LA Rams. Manziel completed 4 of 5 passes for 27 yards in a 24-6 loss. In October of that season, Manziel was pulled over by a policeman after fighting in his car. Trigger alert here. With his then girlfriend, Colleen, I think Crowley. Although no charges were made, Manziel admitted to having had some alcoholic drinks earlier in the afternoon. In a Week 8 game against the Arizona Cardinals, Manziel again took the field in the fourth quarter after McCown suffered another injury. Manziel made his second start of the season, in that next game, Week 9, completing 15 of 33 passes for 168 yards and 1 touchdown. They won against the Bengals. In Week 10, Manziel had his statistically best game against the Pittsburgh Steelers, completing 33 of 45 passes for 372 yards and a touchdown. Despite his efforts, though, the Browns did lose. He was announced as the starting quarterback for the rest of that season on November 17th. However, he was demoted to third-string quarterback behind McCown and Austin Davis a week later after video surfaced of him partying in Texas over the bye week. As a result, Manziel remained benched in favor of Davis when McCown suffered a season-ending collarbone injury. Wow, McCown got injured crap ton that year. Poor guy.
I have a correction to make on him.
Do it.
Well, so apparently he only... I'm getting conflicting reports here, but some records say Josh McCown only played for 9 teams.
Oh.
But I don't know. I'm seeing... he played for something called the Hartford Colonials.
That sounds like a different league.
It does.
Maybe that's like I don't know, wasn't there like the XFL for a bit?
Oh,
Maybe that's it. So Davis went in. Manziel remained benched when McCown got injured. Manziel was promoted to starter again, though, after the Bengals defeated the Davis-led Browns 37-3. Despite throwing an interception in his return performance, Manziel completed 21 of 31 passes for 270 yards and a touchdown in a 24-10 victory over the San Francisco 49ers. And he ended the Browns' 7-game losing streak. So guy was still kind of balling. But Manziel sat out the last game of the season with a concussion, with reports circulating that he was in Las Vegas instead of Cleveland with the team that weekend. The team confirmed that Manziel did miss a scheduled check-in on the morning of the last game of the season. And Sports Illustrated, Peter King added that the Browns are so done with Manziel. And Manziel wants to go to Dallas. So that was pretty much the end. But I do want to bring something back in. So this is kind of post, 2016.
Wait, who is the guy that was getting the massages?
There's a couple, unfortunately. But Deshaun Watson's probably the one you're thinking of. And he's also a Browns quarterback. Browns had not the best track record with quarterbacks.
Besides Brady Quinn.
Well, I think they would probably argue that Brady Quinn was part of that, but...
Really?
I don't think Brady Quinn was the best quarterback.
Oh.
He's a good guy, though.
Yeah, he's hot.
So, on January 6th, 2016, Manziel's marketing agency, LRMR, announced that it would no longer work with Manziel. On February 5th, 2016, the Dallas Police Department announced that they were opening a criminal investigation with a claim of domestic violence involving his ex-girlfriend, Colleen. Gosh,
I think it's Crowley.
Crowley. Okay, let's say Crowley. Dallas police had originally closed the case, but reopened it with allegations stemming from an altercation on January 30th, 2016 at a downtown Dallas hotel. According to Crowley, Manziel forced her into a car, pulled her by her hair, and threatened to kill both her and himself.
Yikes.
Not great. Johnny Football. On February 5th, Manziel's agent, Eric Burkhardt, announced that he would no longer represent Manziel. And so in early February 2016, NFL Network's Ian Rappaport and ESPN's Pat McManaman reported that the Browns planned to cut ties with Manziel as soon as the league's fiscal 2016 began. The Browns released a statement saying that Manziel's continued disregard of their expectations for our players on and off the field had undermined the Browns' reputation, and that they intended to address his status as soon as it was permitted by league rules. Manziel was released from the Browns on March 11, 2016.
Bye.
Bye, Johnny Football.
Bye, Johnny.
On April 19, 2016, after just 2 months of representing him, Drew Rosenhaus terminated Manziel as his client, making that the first time in Rosenhaus's 27-year career is the first time he terminated a relationship with an NFL player. On the same day, Nike ended its sponsorship with Manziel.
I'm surprised they still had a thing with them.
I know. And on April 24th, Manziel was indicted by a Dallas grand jury on the misdemeanor assault charges for the January 30th, 2016 incident. Yeah, so...
I can read this part.
Sure, yeah. I'm kind of sick of crapping on Johnny Football.
I can tell.
Yeah, it's just sad.
So in 2016, Manziel's attorney, Bob Hinton, accidentally sent a lengthy text message to the AP relating to Manziel's defense in his domestic violence case. In the message, Hinton expressed concerns about Manziel's ability to stay clean, saying that he was given a receipt that suggests Manziel spent around $1,000 at the Gas Pipe, a drug paraphernalia store. On the same day, Manziel's dad, Paul, told ESPN he's a druggie. It's not a secret that he's a druggie. Hopefully he doesn't die before he comes to his senses. I mean, I hate to say it, but I hope he goes to jail. I mean, that would be the best place for him. I'm doing my job. I'm going to move on. If I have to bury him, I'll bury him.
Can you imagine if your dad said that?
Yeah, to the freaking ESPN.
Yeah, it's sad.
Also, how do you accidentally send a lengthy text about domestic violence to the Associated Press?
Oops. Alexa sent it to the
AP. That doesn't make sense to me. On June 30th, 2016, so this was 6 days later, he was suspended for the first 4 games of the 2016 season for violating the NFL's substance abuse policy. On September 5th, Manziel returned to his alma mater to take classes.
Going back to school.
F it, I'm going back to school. Oh my God, what a little...
Yeah, I know. So he did end up signing with the CFL, the Canadian Football League, with the Hamilton Tiger Cats. He was still kind of
the Canadians are too nice for this boy.
Yeah, well, you see, they kind of rejected him pretty quickly. But yeah, he still was pursuing being an NFL quarterback. He's playing in the CFL, to, I guess, stay in form. But he was very quickly traded from the Hamilton Tiger Cats to the Montreal Alouette. After not playing in the first 6 weeks, he didn't see a ton of success in his couple years in the CFL. So that was that. So he's done with football. One small side note, just because we talked a little baseball with Tim Tebow, Johnny Manziel was actually drafted the 28th round, the 837th overall pick.
What the heck?
But the San Diego Padres is a shortstop. This was in 2014, though. So this was before all this craziness.
He still ripped a little MLB.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think he ever played, but he was drafted.
Just did it for fun.
I don't think he didn't play.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
The Padres
they just kind of wanted to say they did it.
I think. I don't know. I think there's some gimmicks in the MLB draft sometimes.
Seems like it.
So that's Johnny Football. Quite a bit less wholesome.
Yeah.
Than our boy Tim Tebow. But there is no arguing that Johnny Football was a heck of a college football quarterback.
As was Timmy.
Play-wise. As was Timmy. Yep. So what are some of our similarities here, Katie?
Well, so they're both electric.
Yeah.
College football athletes.
100%.
We know that.
Yeah.
Johnny Football, he was known for not good stuff, and Tim Tebow was known for like his religious.
Yeah, tying that in, using his platform.
Yeah. So I mean,
they both just had some interesting stuff on the side.
Yeah.
You know?
That were brought into their football.
Yeah.
Experience.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
They're both baseball.
Both played baseball. Both were Heisman winners, Matt.
Yeah. Yep.
They were.
Can't take that away. Well, I'm sure you could, but
yeah, it seems they both just had big personalities.
Yeah, big personalities. There's Tebowing, and then there's the Money Manziel sign.
Yeah.
But that's our 7 dogs of separation on Tim Tebow and Johnny Manziel.
And wait, there was that one game where he became Johnny Football.
What about that? There was that game.
For some reason, I thought Tim Tebow was like there or something.
No, but okay. Urban Meyer.
Urban Meyer. That's what I was.
Right?
Yeah.
What was Johnny Football's Urban Meyer though? I remember Tim Tebow's. There was multiple Tim Tebow's Urban Meyers, but there's a Johnny Football one too.
Urban.
Because I think we found this out before we even researched.
I don't know what I'm looking at. You Google it.
Okay, why don't we start our favorite segment while I look this up?
Okay.
So it's time.
It's time. Wah, wah, wah.
For the big dogs of the week.
Okay. Wait, how did we bring this? Oh, yeah, we're bringing this full circle because Matt was ice fishing over the weekend. And Matt, I think that this is going to be on your bucket list. You're about to have a new bucket list.
I'm excited.
In 2 minutes.
I'm excited.
So Matt Hall, my co-host here, he has run his fair share of marathons. Matt, I think I found one that you're going to want to do. It's the Pangong Frozen Lake Marathon.
Whoa. So
it just successfully concluded. I think it was its 3rd year doing this in northern India, in Ladakh at Pangong So. It's the world's highest marathon, like an altitude. Held at a staggering altitude of 14,272 feet. So just a classic 14er. It's a 2-day event, 460 runners. But I think like they're only doing like so many people at a time because otherwise they're running on a frozen lake. 460 runners from 21 Indian states and countries like the UAE, Nepal, Australia. These runners are braving extreme conditions, running in temperatures. They say negative 21 degrees Celsius. I looked it up. I think that's like negative 5 Fahrenheit. I think
it's cold.
It's cold. It's cold to be running. You're high in the air. Not a lot of oxygen up there, I don't think.
Yeah.
And you're running on a frozen lake, which is probably like slippery AF.
Yeah.
So they call it the last run, and they say that because it serves a dual purpose. It's celebrated as a high-altitude endurance run, but it's sounding an urgent alarm, Matt, about climate change and the rapid melting of Himalayan glaciers. So it's the last run because it could literally be the last run that they do up there. So it's about spreading awareness about climate change and the rapidly melting glaciers.
Wow. That's interesting.
I was looking at pictures and it looks crazy cool, man.
Yeah.
And the other thing is, I know like they're all about like sustainability around the race. So a lot of these guys are staying with like local families and they're like, there's like no waste and things like that. So it's a cool like environmental shebang.
I love that.
Yeah. So
that's awesome.
What do you think?
I think it's super cool. Yeah. Maybe we'd do a version of this. I don't know if I would go to this one.
Why not?
It's far. That's so far.
It's far, but like, I don't know.
Maybe.
It's good reason to go to India.
Maybe. I will say, though, I've been on a frozen lake recently, and I fell twice. And I wasn't running.
I wonder if they wear little, like, ice picks on their shoes.
They have, like, crampons.
Yeah.
Dad loves his crampons.
Yeah. Who's your big dog of the week?
Mine's a duo. Let me circle back though on that Johnny Manziel Urban Meyer thing. He did not play for Urban Meyer, according to Yeah, but so I remember what I saw.
Yeah, what did you see?
It was that Urban Meyer was coaching during the time that Johnny was like for another.
He was alive at the same time.
He existed at the same time. It was like Urban Meyer was still prominent because I mean he coached at Ohio State.
That's what I saw.
While Manziel was around. Did they play that? Did they play each other? I don't know. Did they play for each other? No, but they both existed.
Yeah.
So another eerie similarity.
Eerily similar.
Yeah. So my big dog of the week is a father-son duo, and I want to bring this back. Put a note in this for like our Father's Day week episode. I think we should do some sports father-son duos. I think that would be a good episode.
Cute, yeah.
Yeah. So put a pin in that. But the father-son duo that I am highlighting today, it's not anything recent. But I was just, you know how like sometimes when I'm bored, I'm doing some stats diving?
Mm-hmm, yeah.
I was looking up my boy Prince Fielder.
Oh, classic.
Do you remember Prince? Bigger Brewers player?
Yeah. Thank you.
And he was like known because he was like vegetarian for like a day, but he was a big guy.
A day?
It was more than a day, but I just remember being like, "Oh, Prince is a vegetarian." And then I looked into it, and it was like he was a vegetarian for 6 hours. Okay, so I'm talking about Prince and Cecil Fielder. So Prince is the son, Cecil is the father. And I was just doing some random stats research, for fun, looking into Prince, how, because he was really good when I was growing up. And I was like, oh, it's awesome. Prince played for 12 years. This electric. He had 319 home runs. Cecil Fielder played for 13 years and had exactly 319 home runs. They are the only father-son duo in baseball history to have the exact same amount of home runs.
What?
It's got to be such a fun little family party thing when they're all hanging out.
So,
they both had 319 career homers.
I mean, the son, he probably like stopped once he got to 319, right?
Maybe. I do remember that it kind of seemed like Prince Fielder's career got cut short a little bit. He was dealing with some injuries. He wasn't playing as well. So, but I don't know if he like hit 319. He was like, I'm done. I don't know if that's right. But so only father-son duo to have the same number of homers. Also, the only father-son duo to hit more than 50 homers in a season. So they both had a 50-plus homer season.
Cool.
So pretty cool.
Cool.
Like Prince,
Wait, this might be a
Cecil.
dumb question, but did they play at the same time?
No. I don't think so. Definitely not. Like,
yeah, I mean, I wouldn't think so.
No, but Ken Griffey Jr. and Ken Griffey Sr. did.
Oh,
so I think it's possible, but I don't think Prince and Cecil did.
Yeah, we should do a little fun father-son episode. We will.
So yeah, those are my big dogs of the week.
Cool.
Yeah,
Cecil and Prince
Fielder.
Prince and Cecil. Cool.
Prince and Cecil.
Cool. So we talked about the eerie similarities between Johnny and Tim. Talked about frozen lakes. Talked about father-sons.
Father-son duos.
Anything else you want to
That's all I got this week. Yeah. Hope you guys learned something and enjoyed this. Two very interesting cats.
Definitely.
Two very good football players. Two dogs for their football abilities.
Two dogs for their football, and like when Tim Tebow said, "I am relentlessly pursuing my dream of being an NFL quarterback," I'm like, okay, he's a total dog because he's not giving up.
Right, and although that Johnny Manziel was a little crazy,
he too had
he was trying to get back
desire.
Yeah. He made some mistakes.
He did make some mistakes.
And that's too bad.
Yeah,
but both very entertaining.
I like doing these 7 dogs.
Yeah, me too. Me too, because I don't know if people would put those two.
No, for sure.
But
yeah, I guess my ask for our listeners is if you have any fun little 7 Dogs of Separation players we should consider, let us know.
Yeah.
We're on the lookout because I like doing these.
Me too. I think
I like it because you
favorite.
do all the research and I just
that I do.
hang out.
That I do. Yeah, but it's been fun. I like the 7 Dogs of Separation. Probably do some more of those. We'll probably do some more era episodes like we did last week. That was a good one. Father-son duos coming up. Yeah, maybe a mother-daughter. You can handle that. I'm just kidding.
That's hilarious, Matt. Awesome. Okay, cool.
Nice.
Well, that'll do it. Follow us on Instagram. Be sure to comment and give us 5 stars wherever you listen to your podcast because, yeah, our listens are fading fast.
I think we found our consistent bucket though.
Yeah, but it's not very many people. It's like mom and dad.
No, we have 40 listeners. Picture 40 people packed in this room.
But yeah, okay.
That's why my therapist told me to picture it like that. Because I was like, not that many people listen. It's like 40 people. And she's like, dude, picture 40 people in the same room. And I was like, that's a good point.
Funny? My therapist said that too.
Do our therapists know each other?
Maybe they're the same one.
Yeah, just use this line. He really liked it. It made him feel better about his little podcast. It's
good.
Yeah, well, it's only up from here.
All right, well, time for us to go to therapy.
Yep.
And take a nap.
All right.
Well, all right, love you guys.
Thanks
See you
for
next
listening.
time.
See you next time.
Bye, Gene.
Bye, Gene.